Yo, bro. This is the Intermix Show on Sador Radio, the station that is more than music. Back again.
Favorite stone, Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get on camera.
Freckle face
One time.
MOGUL.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, dude. And this is the Intermix Show. Crack some sound effects. Crowds clapping. Yeah. I'll make it more official sounding, I guess. We're back. What we talked about in the first hour or so, I don't even know. Well, we talking about spinning the block. I know we talked about
Yeah,
that.
he's talking about spinning the block.
Spin the block. Basically, when you have like a sexual encounter with oneself. Well, not oneself, with someone, and the encounter was good enough, or they did something that was memorable that made you want to return for a second occurrence. Spin the block. So we spoke on that in situations where spinning the block happens. Bro was telling me that he's never spent the block. He's been the block that's been spun on. So shout out for him being a block boy. He runs a whole block, buys the neighborhood,
Call me.
and then they pull up to RJ because
And I spin it because I'm a nice guy.
he has the block that they want to be on. So shout out to RJ for being that block. So.
Me. For my seat.
Exactly. Me personally, I didn't have those same pleasures. I spun the block. My block has been spent on. But it's a fair, I guess, give and take situation. I can't brag like bro can now. I guess
it's a true fact. You can ask any joint I've been with.
I guess I gotta do something different.
Any joint I've been with, you can ask her who spun the block. It don't matter which one you want to pick. I can give you a few numbers if y'all really serious.
Ooh, wow. So I gotta do something different. I might ask bro what he doing or something because I'm just not doing it enough, I guess.
It's a technique, and I always know the timing in which they might come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm waiting on one now. I think that's next month though.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it's gonna be next month.
Exactly.
In fact, it's gonna be 2 next month. One I know for sure because she got a little situation.
Ooh.
The other one I know.
But I mean, you were saying that has stopped them from spinning the block before.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I know her for sure next month.
Oh, she got
like I know that's for sure.
She got clockwork for her.
Yeah. The other one is just like a toss up.
It may be.
Might not.
I mean, so when you performed, did you go in like, I don't know, I didn't put my best effort in, so I don't know if she was spin the block. Mm-hmm. Or have you had a situation where you thought she might spin a block and she did spin a block?
I don't know what the fuck I be doing sometimes. I just know the day after I get done. It's this whole love thing that I had no intentions of having. I don't know if it's the weed, I don't know if it's just me, I don't know. And I don't drug for my bitches. Some bitches just come. They don't like smoking. I be stoned. Come back. I think it's the Mary Jane. They don't know they having a threesome sometimes.
Because the Mary Jane hit them and they don't even know it.
I don't even know.
Just from being around.
But you just had a threesome and you enjoyed it.
Ooh.
I didn't even care to tell you. Shouldn't.
Mary.
So, spit the blockers. Spit the blockers. Let me get one of these, y'all.
Yeah, you gotta talk to them, man. What you got?
I'm gonna go to first, but we're gonna go back and forth with that. If your fiance or a female that you've been with for probably about 6, 7, 8 years, dies, how long is it gonna take you to either date another female or have sexual intercourse with another female?
Okay. I would probably say I would probably have sex with another female before I were to date another female, like seriously. I mean, I would think, you have needs as a male and as a adult human, whatever, someone who's sexually active, you have needs, and I mean, you're able to keep yourself busy and not and trying not to think about those such things, um, hobbies, stuff like that. So that might help subdue the desire, but it's going to come probably to some point where you really will have to act on it. I would think it's so much masturbation you can do before you really need like a ample body there. Now, sometimes some people desire companionship without sexual activity. Sometimes just having a warm body there, just someone there in the house with you, someone at that time, just helps. Whether you're sexually active with them.
Right. So how long you think it would take? It would take. Because you was with this shorty for 8 years.
Right.
You ain't cheat.
Engaged. I was faithful.
None of that. You was faithful.
But if you was a guy who had the ladies, it's never hard to get the ladies again. Even if you told them, "Hey, I'm back to,
I'm on the mark.
I'm off the market right now."
Now, do you think that gives you more leverage than a person just passed? Because now is it like sympathy? Like, can you get up sympathy? Like, really think about it. Like,
I think in a way you can get sympathy sex, or you can get the possibilities are expanded because of that. Yes.
Yeah, because if a female know you were such a good guy, you were such a good guy to this woman for 8 years, 7 years, whatever, how long it was.
Especially if it's a female you haven't hit already.
And they watching. Like, wow, that nigga was a good nigga. Like, and she, yeah.
I mean, especially if it's not a doubling back. We've been talking about spinning the block. Especially if it's not. I mean, it depends on spinning the block. But if you already spent the block before and it's just a reoccurrence, you know what I mean? It might be different. But if it's someone you're fairly new.
Okay, so you think you will most likely spin the block, or you will fall into something new?
Probably spin the block. Because me falling into something new, it means I'm getting closer to dating. Right. And depending on this, I guess in that sense, you know what I mean? I will probably have sex before I would actually date. Cause I think dating shows that level of
interest and all that.
Expectancy, investment.
Yeah, you're looking for something.
These words that show that you're looking to build something, relationship, a union, a bond, etc. Trust and stuff like that.
A feeling, the chemistry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you might not be there, but your sexual appetite and sexual desires overlook that, and he's like, I just need to get a nut off for something other than myself.
Yeah.
And just so happened that situation came about, and you might partake in it. So yeah. Now, how soon? I don't know. Did we have a family together?
Yeah, that does come into effect.
Cause I mean, if it's someone we have kids together, or the fact that
now, all right,
whether
say you did have a kid with them, how? All right, we could throw a random age out there. They like 4 or 5 or something.
Okay, child about 4 or 5.
Yeah,
grade school already.
Okay,
so they,
how long were you taking? God, I'm pretty sure you're gonna take a little longer now.
If I do,
probably not even gonna think about that. Well, you gonna think about fucking. But as far as taking it anywhere further than that, yeah, you probably.
I guess at that point depends. Okay, well, no, I'm about to ask a question. That makes no sense. All right, so don't know. Because at that point, me and the child's life has already been rearranged now, and I am the primary parent. So then, the support system becomes key. Whether it is mainly my folks or I'm still include her people if they were, already involved. And I guess it depends on my relationship with them too, of course. But if it comes to the point where I'm able to communicate with them, and the child is able to see, those that side of the family, and just still see mine. It'd be a while before I probably start dating because I would have to get accustomed and acclimated to now being the primary parent.
Yeah.
So,
So it wouldn't be it wouldn't be more so the laws. It would be more so because then you got to do more responsibilities.
Yeah, at that point, I had that life has to go on. I still got to be accountable for the kids, primarily. I don't, I lose one of my main support systems. I mean, I think it's even harder.
So you just look at it as a support system. You didn't even give a fuck about the jump. You pop it the next day.
No, I didn't say pop. Pop said the next day. I'm saying
if the jump pop up, you ain't gonna pop up.
I probably wouldn't. Because more than likely, I'll have the kids. I have the child now.
It's like a babysit.
Nah. Honestly, me personally, I don't know if I even feel comfortable putting that responsibility on someone else, man. Just me, knowing how I am with my kids. Like, I would prefer not have no one watch my child probably within that first year.
Alright, we still gotta go to work. So, yeah. You still gotta do shit. So it's not like somebody gotta watch them, bro.
If daycare's in place, that's different. But, like, outside of that. Because for me to have company, either that person has to come over and the baby sleep, I'm probably not even looking at nobody at that point. Because now I know, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm solely responsible.
So you take your 2 weeks off from your job, you find them a daycare, and then all of a sudden at the daycare...
if they're 4 and 5, they're already in school. So they're in grade school.
Right.
So it's already a system in place.
Yeah, they're already there. We did say the age.
Mm-hmm. But that means, that system, if the system didn't require me to drop the child off every day...
You threw in the daycare shit, though.
Huh?
You threw in the daycare shit, though.
I mean, 4 or 5, they should be some type of...
No, I'm just there to say you threw in the daycare.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the regular travel.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, you meet somebody at the daycare, school, whatever, right?
I probably wouldn't be looking at that since.
You ain't looking for it. You just all of a sudden, boom, run somebody. Just, a little simple conversation, parent conversation. Reasons and...
But that's the thing, bro. It would take a while to lead into that. Because at that point, my primary focus is the child. So it could be one of those nurses, teachers, instructors, counselors, aides, whoever, who've been flirting with me this whole time. No, I'm basically a widower, whatever. And I'm not picking up on it because I'm focused on my child. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one who has to make sure they're picked up, dropped off, and...
Are you taking the number? If it's throwing out.
Honestly, I probably would take the number as a parent. You know what I mean? Like, I won't be looking at it.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It could be a general thing, just like, June. And like some joint.
Maybe she wants to update me on my child. Like, I'm looking at...
what I'm saying.
Yeah, it would be like...
Yeah, and she looking at the same thing.
And she might text me and call me. And I'm like, why is such calling me so late?
No. She gonna do another. She gonna be respectful. Trust me. She don't know how to get it.
She don't know how to get it?
She don't know how to get it, nigga. She'll give you some time. She want to check on you from now and then. You know what I mean?
That would have to be months for me. Personally, it'd be months from now.
Okay. This shit's...
I won't say years.
Oh, so you gotta put this shit at the test.
I might not say year.
You gotta put this in the test.
It might be a couple months, 6 months, something like that. I might be like, yo, is such a child flirt with me? Because when if you're in that monogamous relationship and you're not used to flirting with other females,
So
even
you're
though
saying,
it could be something you have done your whole life, but if you took someone that serious and you was in that stage of engagement or marriage or what have you,
that's good. That's kind of what I wanted to hear. Yeah, man, that's kind of good. That's a good answer.
like it'll be a couple months, 6 months, 9 months, maybe even a year or more. Like it really depends.
Okay, so to get this straight, if y'all have no kids together and y'all just been in a relationship for a couple of years, you're quicker to.
It'd probably be easier to have sex, yes, of course, because like I said, you're not responsible for another human, so your time is a little bit freer. Taking someone seriously and dating again,
And that works for the same thing as the
probably
time.
the same thing. You would probably date and get to know someone sooner in that sense than you would do if you had kids. Because now you
So even if you was married to him, you won't go to marriage, and they passed away, it'll be the same. It'll be the same. Pretty much easier to get back and sign up.
probably be easier, yeah, because you have no other connections, attachments, if you want to say, restrictions, whatever. You know what I mean? You don't have no as much ties.
So, alright, in 3 years, are you back fucking with somebody?
Am I back cool?
Are you back fucking with somebody?
In 3 years, probably. 'Cause my thing, I would think if I were to pass before myself again, I wouldn't want her to wait for me. Like, she can't. I'm gone. So, you know what I mean? I would think she would grieve, of course. And
I would wonder the time. Fuck that. I don't know how long.
I would hope she wait a significant amount of time so she felt it was right. Now, because even if we were like, hornballs and we had sex every day and every night and every morning, I would hope she had some self control to at least get, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, something. Have some respect for the deceased at that point.
Okay, so you got it. Your time limit after you die is 6 months.
I want to give her 6.
6.
I might give her 3 in my mind.
Okay. So.
Because I got to think, she's still a human, she's still a woman, she still will have needs.
So after you out of there 3 months.
Yeah, at that point, I would think most people would go to a go-to. An old go-to you might not been involved with in years. You might just see the number so active.
Okay, so what's the limit if she got kids? If she got kids with you and you pass away?
It's a little longer. I would hope they wouldn't involve themselves or me. If I was that, I wouldn't involve myself unless I know the kids are in a comfortable state. So, like I said, for me to date, that means someone I have to watch my kids or what have you. You know what I mean? If that significant is going. So now I have to set that up, and now I'm putting all that investment and time. It's like, do I really like this person enough to even do that? Or, you know what I mean? So it becomes a whole process to get to that point. To even take a female that serious, to actually plan to date, plan to have my child watch, plan to pay that person, or, you know what I mean? Just to go through all these avenues to get to that point.
Yeah.
And like I said, no kids is a little different. You're a little bit freer, other responsibilities.
But that's why I threw the other joint in there because she would be active in there. It would be, just meeting her on the whim type thing. There's we all both got kids, so it's not like y'all can't go out and take both of y'all kids along.
Yeah, play dates and all that.
So, I mean, I feel like a John can slide right up into the scene. Probably not soon, of course, because you still grieving, you still going through what you're going through.
But like I said,
once the number is received, it's only best time to. gonna get you, nigga. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun if we just go to such and such park, you know. Alright, yeah.
But, what?
No, you won't go.
What?
You know damn where you gonna go, nigga. You like going out places, nigga.
Cause it's Tuesday. Oh, well, I'm gonna be there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta watch my, you know what I mean? Kids, I ain't got no kids, I'll be there. You got no kids, it's different, man.
If you got kids, bro, she got kids, you gonna go.
I don't know.
You gonna go, bro.
Cause like I said, the support system at that point, who watching yours while you out?
Y'all it's going to play date. She got kids too.
Oh, yeah, different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if she got kids, it makes it a little bit easier for her to maneuver in there. Like, if you meet her at a daycare, you drop your son's daughter off, and she there doing pretty much the same thing, and it's just, you know, general conversation. Well, you know, come to time, whatever, you need some help, whatever, I'm around. And that's it. At least you put in your mind, okay,
And I think
such and such is around.
I would think in those situations, as the guy, if you're flirting, you're
not flirting.
You might be flirting for
You're not flirting.
reaction.
She's talking.
Yeah.
She's saying that she's around with them just in case, you know. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, thank you. Alright, have a good one. You ain't thinking nothing of it, because, like, still going through what you want through as far as the person you was with passing away.
Right.
But that's the move. That's the move they use. Soon, the play dates gonna turn to real play dates.
Yeah.
They're gonna be downstairs playing the game or something. They're gonna be upstairs playing another game. So, you already gonna know where it stands. You already gonna know. She can't take it no way, because she already gonna know, like, you gonna have to break it down and explain it. Six months time to a month. 6 months time to a month, 3 weeks or something like that.
I mean, how long do you think you could wait? Or what's a respectable wait time?
I think it's pretty much like I explained. Like, alright, pretty much the way you said it's pretty much the same way I would go about it. If I got kids, of course it would take much longer. If she was my wife, it still would take a minute. Depending on the bond, I would feel like if she's my wife, she had my kids. So either way, unless she wasn't able to, and even then, we'll probably have some adopting type of situation. So that it would still be the kid involved. So it had to be another parent. And that would be making it sooner than if it was a single woman and I had a child. So, even though I understand, because I am a child now, so it's still new. So I'll give it a couple months if I got a child. No, I'll give it a couple years if I got a child. Take time out. As far as the relationship in the mix show, I was fucking, I don't know. Every Wednesday live on Sador Radio at 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Every other Wednesday, no, every other second and fourth Wednesday. I'm going to talk to myself. Every second and fourth Wednesday, make sure you tune in because it's 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Make sure if you haven't yet, go follow my clothing line at Life for Stoner Clothing Line. If you're a stoner, if you're not, don't even worry about this message I'm about to start there. But if you are, go to that Instagram, man, hit that website. You know what I mean? Shop with your boy if you like what you like. If you like what you see on there. If you don't, then don't. You know what I mean? But check it out. Just see if you do. Tune into the page in the Mix Radio 1. Updating more shit on there soon. More stuff coming on the In the Mix Radio show. I'm trying to remember the YouTube. That's weird. The In the Mix Radio show on YouTube. Uploading every Thursday. 10 p.m. 12 a.m. We on. And then every second and fourth Wednesday, 10 12 a.m. we on again live. Store Radio Web, make sure y'all get it. music coming out soon. I know my bro got some things in the works. I don't know when the fuck he gonna drop it. He probably don't even know when the fuck he gonna drop it, but when he finally gets that together, it will be dropped. Got new singles coming out soon. Probably dropping next month. Thinking about that music video. Something of that nature. Just get the content going. Check out YouTube Evolving Music if you want to check out the other content we got out for the music wise. The other content I got out. Some of it featuring my bro, so you can see both of us got some shit out. Just stay tuned. Cut our hair in a minute. We're gonna sleep this shit off real quick.